Hello, it's Holly with Ivy Cool Creations, and today I am working on a layout for Scraptember, and today's prompt is diagonal. So I decided to create this diagonal background. I'm doing a 2-page layout, but the layout is on 8.5 by 11 paper. Because these photos are from when my kids were at dad's, and that's what I have been doing, is using 8.5 by 11s to document the photos of when we were at my dad's. Now, I only had like a scrap piece of this paper, so what I ended up doing was cutting out parts of it and creating and filling up the rest of that space. I'm super impressed that I got it to work and filled it all in, but I didn't want to use that other piece of wood grain because the wood grain was more defined and it would look funny. I didn't know what to put with this. Because I didn't know what I wing it, so I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that I loved this paper, and it's a 6x6 piece, and I really just wanted a different color in the background, but I had so many photos to fill this 8.5 by 11, so I just used it as the one piece on the one side. Now, there are 11 photos on this layout, and they're just pictures of my kids at my neighbor's. They call it the farm because there are 2 horses and some chickens and some geese. So we call it the farm, and so I really leaned into the farm theme for this. Plus, I wanted to use up these Simple Stories animals. They came in I think it was Country Farm, Simple Stories Country Farms or something like that. It's from last year or the year before. And these were the only pieces that I had left. So I really wanted to use them up and get them on a page because I hate wasting things, like throwing things like this away. So yeah, and then these 2 sticker sheets were Simple Stories in Echo Park, I think, and they were farmhouse collections, and I really they're the 2 pieces that I had purchased within the last little while during my spending freeze, because I knew that I had a bunch of farm stuff and kitchen, like cooking things coming up, so I needed some sort of ephemera for all these photos that are coming up. So I had all these lemons left over, and I thought spreading the color around would help define my clusters. And then the raspberries, I only had 2 of them, so I needed something else red, and I ended up using the little strawberries and blueberry stickers that were on the on this Echo Park farmhouse sheet. So I really like the way that it turned out, and that's kind of how I work out what I'm going to put on my page, because I end up using one thing and then I try to mirror it in and around the rest of my layout. I know a lot of people work with the visual triangle, and I try to do the visual triangle, but a lot of times I end up with 2 clusters instead, just because of the way that my photos fit on the layout and the way that I'm trying to tell the story. So I also had these little ticket things from the Lakeside collection. So I used the phrases down the bottom and the little tickets up the top, and then I added a couple more little word phrases and stuff like that. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the windmill parts on any other page, so I decided to just throw them on and kind of make like a 3 circle type cluster on that left hand side. And I added a few more phrase stickers. And then once I was done with all of that, I decided to use my journaling as a border. So I just started on the left hand side and I wrote all the way across the top and down the other side, because I didn't really leave myself any space for the journaling. So I really like the way that it turned out, and I like that the black, even though it is journaling, you don't really look at it as journaling, you look at it more as like a doodly border. And then I did draw along the bottom just to bring that black in there as well and kind of finish off the page. I added a few enamel dots all the way around. I didn't stick to my clusters. I just had these yellow and I used them all. So I really just stuck enamel dots everywhere on this one. But please check out the description box below for everyone who's playing along with Scraptember. And if you're interested, please like, comment, and subscribe. I am truly grateful for everyone who has subscribed to me. I'm almost to 500. I'm super excited about that because that's, you know, a goal that I've set for myself, and I am so happy about it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today.